Right, so we're devoting the last quartile of the bulletin to your tweets and your Facebook comments, and Miss G is here. She's going to be taking us through it.
I'm back on. Okay, so get set with your social media gadgets because it's now time to be heard on the most interactive segments on Joy News Prime. Find us on facebook.com/Joy News on TV, on twitter.com as Joy News on TV, and on WhatsApp, the number is 0560-800,000. 15 basic schools teachers at Impa Sasso number 2 in the Ashanti region have been transferred en bloc upon request over fears that they could come under a spell of black magic. The teachers claim they have been seeing blood and other suspicious objects on their chairs and tables. Are the teachers justified in requesting for a transfer?
Not really, because they have to investigate it first. Because when they leave and they ask for transfer and they go, you don't know what will happen there. So they have to investigate and then find out whether it's juju or some of the people there are trying to do these ritual things, or maybe they might kill someone over there. So
they have to investigate. They should find out the people who did what they saw in the classroom so that they can continue teaching now.
Yeah, honestly, I think so, because their life is a risk. If it's actually a matter of juju or all of these blood things. So if your life is a risk and you're asking for a transfer, I think it's understandable.
They should try and see. Maybe if it's happening the next time, that's when they can really say that they want a transfer or something. But me, I don't see this as a strong reason for them to ask for transfer. And even if they are being transferred, what's going to happen to the students who are supposed to be learning there? Is it that schools will be closed down or... So me, I don't think it's a good reason.
No, because they should investigate further to know say their grounds are strong before they transfer the teachers there. So.
All right. So first of all, I'd like to find out from you, Israel. If you were in charge, would you have granted their request?
Well, certainly, I would have granted their request.
So who will go teach there?
Well, there may be others who will come and say, well, we don't mind, we can teach.
Really?
Yeah, there may be some who will survive. Otherwise, there could be some indigents who could replace them.
Okay, so let's see what people are saying on social media, Facebook.
Nye says, I mean, they say teachers don't have risk, so their salaries are low. I witnessed an attack on a teacher right in the classroom. Teachers bewitched by the very pupils they are teaching. Some of their heads, sometimes their heads used at football. We're laughing about it, but it can't be serious. You know, Bete says, World of Wonders. Just recently, a teacher in Saula was jujued by a pupil. You now understand why we said there is risk in teaching. Ms. Hapuch says, they have even done well to stay there till now, despite the scary things they claim they saw. John Paul says, who in Ghana here would tell me would not request for transfer if the life is in danger? We should stop being hypocrites. He who fears, stay alive. And Baby Jesse says they are over-justified. Chevan says, I have news. These people are doing serious juju on the people. From the islands of the variables, our leader Rowley goes to mountain top to sacrifice blood of children of races like mine. And you feel proud. Your parents are witches acting holy for Ramadan. Zainab says, may God protect every teacher because our work is very tedious. Kiss Me K says, why should they risk their life staying? Salaries are low, poor motivation and working conditions. The GAS and the government will not even take care of their families in case something happened. I strongly support the transfer. And you called yourself teacher, but you are suffering. And Fathia says Africans and juju.
All right, so let's read some comments from here. And the transfer is the way forward for these teachers. Teachers are suffering from low remunerations and now spiritual attack. Leave their community for them. Bambakia Samed from Fumbisi says that. And look at this one. Israel, listen to this one. Miss G, you look different. May I know if you started copying Bukom Bangu? Please stop if you have. Yesterday, Mr. Laye couldn't look straight into your eyes. The young ones are watching and may copy you. Martin Intakradi.
I don't get it. Is he saying that you're fairer?
Maybe on his television set. He should actually check his CV, Seth. Anyway.
Well, she hasn't changed. Well, Miss G hasn't changed. She's looking the same way.
So, by now, as a student who is carrying them, maybe they punished the students and decided to do, and the students decided to do that. If they really want to kill them, they shouldn't forget African technology travels everywhere and from Prosper in Tamale. Let's go to some other stories. And street funerals have become rampant over the years, with patrons blocking major roads and bringing everything to a halt.
Since there is no recreational place for them to go for the funeral, that's why they're going for those things. And island authorities also give them the go-ahead to do it, because some, they'll be telling you they go to the police and then they give them the go-ahead. So I feel if places are being created for them to do that, I think that will help.
For the small funerals, I mean, they shouldn't be giving them permission to, to be having those activities. Besides that, it's really an inconvenience.
Well, I think the government can organize a place where there will be a funeral grounds so that any mass funerals can be held there, and also there can be funeral parlor or funeral homes where people will be charged to rent that place for the day so that they can have their funerals there. I think that will curb the traffic and all that.
If you're having a party or a funeral on a major road, it's against the laws or the rules of the country. So, I mean, the law has to be effective, it has to be applied. And if it's being applied, I think people will stop doing that. I mean, if somebody's having a party, then the person's being taken on. I mean, it will be a lesson to the others, and also to stop or curb the way people, use major roads for, their parties and co, as you are saying.
For that, they have to see the general, who is in charge of those road commands and all those things, so that if they'll be allowed to do the funeral on those days, that will be really, really.
Okay, what do you...
All right, Israel, this is Accra, and before I came on, someone says, this is where you come from, and so you should explain better.
I should explain better?
Yes.
Well, they block roads not only in Accra, I'm sure they block roads for funerals elsewhere.
Why are you running away from this one?
No, yeah, but it's true.
Okay, in Accra.
What can I do about it? The police should be able to act. And I also get inconvenience, just like everybody else, when they block the roads. Because you least expect it. It's a route you use regularly, and then one day you just get there and it's blocked because there's some funeral. Really. I mean, so it's a nuisance to everybody, including myself.
Okay, thank you. So social media.
John Paul says, nowadays funerals are like parties simply because it's now an avenue to display the latest cars in town and to cook best delicacies. No wonder we now do it on roads. Well, Israel, tell the IGP that he only knows how to bring the issue of blocking social media. What's he doing about people who are blocking our roads? Ghana for us. I them say it all, only in Ghana. Newman says nothing, because we as a country and a society for the matter decided to show off our wealth at funeral grounds than caring for the living at their hospital, on their hospital beds. Awudi says, we thank God that it's only funeral. Nigerian, even naming ceremony, they will block the road. And WL says, government reaction will determine more state security. And Amadou says, the security forces should instill discipline.
All right, so here on Facebook says, the performance of funerals in my area is getting people poorer and poorer, yet they will never stop. The people are dead and gone. And Samed sends this one to us. And your funeral is not my funeral. Why should you block the road? Abinda from BBN says this. And funerals are now big businesses in Ghana. Now people are going all length to put together a funeral that will later get them poor. And Kofi in Rara, and also those having it on the road should be charged heavily to deter them from using our roads as commercial grounds. And Louise in Boko says this was, if not Ghana, where will you see such thing? Zinab Bolga. And let's see what else we have here. People cry when they lose loved ones, but they don't have money, but yet they go through these practices. And it's coming from Kofi in Busia town. Well, and street funerals are rampant because of negligence of some authorities. Well, one thing people should know is that they will be punished and highly funded to deter others, and it's from Teku in GCK at Keta. Nowadays, funerals are like parties. People waste their monies on funerals rather than paying school fees, and it's from Martina. Also on our WhatsApp platform, we have one that's still talking about the teachers. The teachers should start to run for their lives, and John Anamo says this as well. And let's see if we can get any other messages on funerals. Okay, these ones are always there for me. Okay, there is a number of, okay, I don't know if this is, doesn't have anything to do with what
But I mean, really, on the issue of funerals, I think it boils down, people blocking roads for funerals and outdoorings and the rest. It just boils down to lawlessness. And
exactly.
And there are laws there. If you block a road without the necessary authority, you should be fined or sanctioned or something. But nothing happens to the people who do that.
Well,
and typically, you're supposed to seek permission before you block any road. But I bet most of the people who go ahead and block the roads don't seek any permission at all. And it's, if the police won't act in these instances, then people will continue to do these things in impunity. Same way, if some people can bunch themselves, get onto the road, you know, because they're going to bury somebody, they take over the road, they drive recklessly, and the police will just look at them and allow them to go on and do whatever they can and won't do anything about it. People also act with impunity.
Exactly. And these days, what you get to hear, like you're saying, is that, oh, we've gone for permits from the AMA, and there's nothing to show that they have actually gone for permit. But like, we have parks which are miles away, that's why people won't go there, where you can go have the ceremony without causing any problems to any other person who might want to commute on that road. But these days, it looks like, you know, things are getting better, unlike before.
Better? It's just lawlessness. It's all over the place.
All right, we'll take a break, and when we're back, we'll bring you some more. All right, so it just wouldn't be a day without Donald Trump doing something lousy on Twitter, but the presumptive Republican presidential nominee got an early start Saturday morning by retweeting a photo meme of a black off family with caption, "Thank you, Mr. Trump, for standing up for our country." The picture turns out to be fake. When you Google black family, it will be one of the pictures that shows up.
All right, Donald Trump and his business.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you know, there are lots of people who think that, you know, this will be a miracle.
So apparently this original picture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this the photo that he tweeted.
Yeah. Well, American family.
Right, so
Donald will always have people talking about him, but let's quickly take our training video.